My name is Aaron Lopresti. I've been a comic book artist, a commercial illustrator, and a writer for over 25 years. And this is my YouTube channel. Hey everybody, welcome back to Talking Comics and Art with Aaron Lopresti. I am, of course, Aaron Lopresti. I've done it again. I made a purchase on eBay for an old comic, a slabbed comic, one I've been looking for I think over 3 years now. And it was one of those books that during the COVID boom, the price just went through the roof. And we'll talk a little bit more about why later when we see what it is. But the price is readjusting now in this crappy economy that we have. Prices are starting to fall and kind of return back to normal. And so I finally saw this book at a price that I thought was in the right range. And so I jumped on it. It just showed up today. So let's tear open that box gently and take a look at this book I just scored. All righty, here we go. Now, you have to forgive all the graffiti on my drawing table here. Let's see here. There's got to be a tab here to pull. Press firmly to seal, but where do you pull the tab to open? Well, I guess I'm going to have to be manly here and rip this sucker open. This was a lot easier 30 years ago. Wow, that was an epic struggle between good and evil, but good has finally triumphed. A well-packaged, obviously CGC'd book. Oh, do I love good packaging. We got all this extra paper for good noise. Wow, bubble wrap too. All right. We're finally, let's see if okay, good. We'll take a look at the back of this. Once again, Norman Rockwell is looking for a few people who like to draw. All right. Let's take this out of here. We'll lay this down. This will be our little backdrop, I guess. These nice little cardboard sheets. Of course, this was well packaged. Here we go. Daredevil number 38, 9.2. And look, there's a custom label in there with Daredevil on it. I don't know why, but there it is. And even here, can you see in there? There's a little Daredevil thing from the side panel box with the radar circles around him. I don't know how much you have to pay extra to get him to do that. I don't know. But this is a sharp looking 9.2. And so you're asking yourself, okay, Aaron, it's got a cool cover. It's got Dr. Doom. What's so special about it? Well, that's pretty much it. What happened with this book that's very interesting is there was a lot of speculation a couple of years ago about the, I guess, the FF movie or perhaps a Dr. Doom solo project. And so everything with Dr. Doom went through the roof, including this, otherwise not special book. What I was able to do is get number 37 a couple of years ago at a good price. Because for some reason, 37, which is the first part to this story, and is a black cover, which we all know are extremely hard to get in high grade, I was able to get a 9.2 slab 37. And since that purchase, I've been trying to get this book. But the problem with this book is it went up from, basically being, maybe a $75 book to 150, 250, 350. This went as high as like over $600. And for no discernible reason. You would think that 37 would be worth more because 37 is a black cover. Now, this is a dark cover, but it's dark green, which still shows flaws, but not like a black cover. So what happened was this was a $650 book, and the first part to this was, a $250 book. Well, I managed to get the first part for just $200, and so I've been searching for this and waiting for this to come down in price, and it has dropped like a rock. And now, value-wise, this book is in that $250 to $300 range, where the first part, 37, is now almost a $600 book, which makes more sense. It should be the higher of the two. I think they're both still too high. But this is soon to be probably considered a classic cover. It is a great cover, and it's got Doom on the cover. And, so maybe that will help this continue to be a valuable and popular book. I mean, I hope so. I invested in it, but like I said, I got it at a price that I was finally comfortable paying. Looks like if we take a close look at this, there doesn't seem to be much going on in the spine. It looks like the spine is really, really clean. It's without the reflection. Focus, baby. Nothing coming out of the staples or anything. The corners look really, really good. There's a little bit of mild blunting on that corner. Same right there. It's still fairly square, but there is a little bit of blunting. You see a little tiny chip right there. You see that little white spot right there? But this is a really sharp looking 9.2. And one of the interesting things about this book, it's been on eBay a long time, but he was trying to auction it with a starting bid at $300. And I knew no one was going to take that because this book has been plummeting. And so I just waited for him to keep lowering the price until it got into a range that I thought I was pretty happy with and thought it was a safe purchase. But one of these we just went on Heritage for $335, and which is way more than I would pay for it. And it's not as nice as this one. It had two pretty severely blunted cut corners here and here, and some creasing down in this bottom corner too on the Heritage one. And I was like, I'm not bidding on that book. And it went higher than I would have wanted to pay for it anyway, because I don't see this as being over a $300 book. Because there's really no reason, other than the cool cover, there's no reason for it to be that high. And like I said, it's been coming down, and this is a perfect example. I got this well under $300, so feel pretty good about that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. We got a 9.2 from 1968 of Daredevil 38, the second part of a Doctor Doom story. And just for you guys that are, like little pieces of trivia or factual knowledge, this is actually a 3-part story that ends up finishing up in Fantastic Four. I want to say issue 73, maybe 72, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's 2 parts in Daredevil, and then Daredevil crosses over to the FF, and the story finishes out there. So anyway, there you go. Daredevil 38, 1968, 9.2. Not going to complain about that. I want to thank everybody for joining me as usual. I can't do the show without your participation. Please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, so that I can bring you more comic and art content just like this. And also be aware that I have other shows on this channel. Sundays at 4 o'clock Pacific time, there's Aaron Live, perhaps one of the most interesting variety shows on YouTube. And then on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock Pacific time in the afternoon, we have the best draw stream on the internet, Graybeard's Studio. And I also have a campaign for a graphic novel called Kit Carter, Planet Doom. You will find a link in the description of this video. So if you haven't backed that book or you haven't even heard about it, please take a moment to hit that link, go over there and check it out. See if it might be something you're interested in. So until next time, everybody, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again real soon.